evolve counter. What? I don't believe so. That'd be very strange if it could. This doesn't really seem to be like a Venser matchup either. Maybe Venser's a little too slow. We'd rather just be Harbinging than Vensering. Glen is okay. A lot of their spells are just creatures, though. Maybe we should trim to just one Glen. And I could see trimming either a Tutor or the Magus of the Moon. I mean, yes, Blood Moon turns off the Curd Apes, and yes, it's a nice tool, but maybe we just want like one Blood Moon and one Magus of the Moon. Fencer bounces Bridge. Overmaster says we need 2 ways to bounce Bridge just in case. Well, you can also just kill them in the sky. Overmaster. Like, our creatures stay small thanks to how Sage works. So we can draw a card on our turn, attack with a flyer, and then play a card, and then they're stuck onto the bridge. Basilisk Collar. I don't think Moon's actually that good. It turns all their Curd Apes into 1/1s, though. I think 1 Moon's decent. Like, it turns all of their dudes into... It turns all of the... and he might have Nicodles, too. Nicodle turns into a 2/2. It turns the Curd Apes into 1/1s. Are you sure? Overmaster likes the Moon a lot. Okay. I just don't know if I have much... I don't think I have that much room. Science rules. Kazor, thanks for the Fallerino. This is a form of wizard combo that we're working on exclusively here, Walker. You're part of history, man. We're really crushing with this. Alright, this hand's not so good. Well, maybe... Hang on a second. It's got a Mutavault. That's a blocker. It's got half the combo. There's a Sage. It's got Moon. Obviously, Moon's going to turn off my blocker, though, but we could use the Mutavault as an aggressive blocker. We could try to be aggressively blocking with this because we have land drops. And we could... I mean, we've got... The fish is covered. Like, this add-up's going to go off. We have a Fables to reveal for it. This could work. This could work. It's just a matter of... Can I get all the pieces to come together? He kept a quick 7. We could mulligan this for a sideboard card, perhaps like Spell Skites or Sun Droplets. We could mulligan this hand maybe for one of those pieces. Or an Aether Vial hand is much important. This guy's name is Bratterskull, by the way. That's excellent. Bratterskull. Brad, so what did you name your Magic Online account? Well, you see... You're overvaluing the Mutavault. Yeah, I mean, we could mulligan this for a more solid 6. I think this hand could draw well. It's got a cantrip in hand, it's got creatures, it's doing its thing, but we could mulligan this for a 6 with Vial. YOLO keep. We could mulligan this for a 6 with Vial. Or maybe like a Sun Droplet would be nice. I'm going to keep it, though. I want to see where this kind of hand can go. Yeah, exactly. It's a stable hand. Vic, you're right. It's a stable hand. And I don't even necessarily have to fetch a... Oh, wow, Vial off the top. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily have to fetch... Because we have Cavernous Souls to cast the Magus of the Moon, or Vial can Moon, like, these could both be islands. Actually, they should be. So why don't we Mutavault into Vial? That's an awesome top deck. Please don't remove it. Please don't blow this up, man. Ooh, Moon, please. Look at all these. Look at all those non-basics. Burning Tree? Okay. Follow my gut. Well, my gut says sandwich. I still haven't finished my sandwich. Tarmogoyf. Okay. I would have cracked for islands, says Overmaster. We could have. He's probably going to bolt the mages. Well, maybe we can protect mages through careful sequencing. There's a Sun Drop. Getting the sun droplet online as soon as possible is important. He might just aggressively bolt the adept just to grow Tarmogoyf a bunch here. Nikado? Okay. What's in my sandwich? Oh, my sandwich? Cigar says someday the battery's gonna die and I'll miss that beep. I don't think so. It's the alarm system. It's like hooked into the wall. I don't think it's gonna die. I don't think it's running off of battery power. I'm pretty sure it's running off the house. It's plugged in. That's why I'm telling you it's not a detector. It's why I keep trying to tell you guys, because it would have been gone a long time ago. Oh, bushwhack, we're dead. Nice. That should probably win the game. Turn 3, win the game. Seems good. So we trade the adept with the Tarmogoyf, and we go to... I'm taking 7 plus 6. I go to 4. It's pretty bad for us, right? Going to 4. Get reckless. Hunger is the correct response to sandwich on the stack. So, is there any way I can live? I don't think so, unless I do something like Mutavault block and also vial something in, but we didn't draw something to vial. Let me have a look. I want to see what's left. And see if we sideboarded correctly. Smoke backup batteries, yep. So let's see. So we brought in the Tidebind. I think we brought in the right stuff. We just didn't draw it. And maybe we do want the Vapor Snag. Maybe we do want the Vapor Snag. Like, Mastermind's probably too slow for the matchup. Alright, let's get him next game. Let's change up our sideboard. Yeah, he kind of just comboed out. Maybe Blood Moon's stronger now that we're on the play. I think that the Mastermind is too slow. Blood Moon seems too bad and slow. Well, how about this? We'll leave in the Magus. Not on the play. I mean, Blood Moon is decent. It does turn off some of what his deck's trying to do. But let's change it up a little bit. What about some number of snags? Yeah, snag does slow the damage. Opponent had the nuts, don't worry about it, as always. Yeah, it was pretty nutty. Although our game 1 was really nutty against him. Like, honestly, those types of decks probably should prey on us game 1, but it didn't. You still like the Blood Moon? Snag to reset the... Yeah. Run the Staticaster? I don't think so. Most of his creatures start at power 2. I don't think it's a Staticaster fight. I think it's a Profaner fight. I think we'll get to Profane his board if we're able to tutor. Well, Overmaster, why don't we just leave in the tutorable Blood Moon? Iris says don't mess around with moons at all. Okay, so how about another snag then? Maybe this just isn't a Glenn Lonja Archmage match at all, although this is a sweet, sweet combo. Like, maybe we just don't have room for most of the pieces to the combo. I'm not saying we should cut the combo. I'm saying maybe we just leave it in as something we can tutor out in the late game if we're like, crap, we're going to die to top deck burn. Let's tutor up Glenn. Or we're like, okay, we already have Glenn, but I'd like to use it more. Let's tutor up Sage. What about that? Magus is fine, says Irish. Drop an Ether Mage. They're slow. Yeah, we could drop an Ether Mage. Moons over Mage Tutors. What about that? Vendilion Clique is fine. What about something like this? I don't hate this. We should have maybe sided out all the snags. It's actually a fine tempo play. It's not the best because his creatures aren't nearly as expensive as something as Eldrazi, but maybe that card's just more nutty against Eldrazi. This hand seems like it progresses. Or has good progression. What are we playing? Yeah, we're playing against Gruul Zoo. Red-Green Zoo. Beatdown Zoo. Whatever you want to call it. Vanilla Clique at least blocks. I think the main thing I need to do in this matchup is play first. Curd Ape. Okay. Nyazu. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting matchup. I think that we used to have more tech for the matchup, but we've trimmed on our Sun Droplets just a little bit to get another squeeze in a Pithing Needle and a couple other cards. Draw us a land, you're the Goblin Guides. Draw me some lands tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a land right now. Come on. I think we're doing alright. Yes, it worked! I need to keep singing that song. Draw me a land, you're the Goblin Guide. Isn't that cool when that jingle works, you know? I love it when it works. It just needs to work. So why don't we put the Curd Ape back in his hand with the Harbinger, and then we can Violin Prodigy. Windex says please don't. What, the jingle? But it always works. What was that song? It sounds familiar. But the jingle works, Red, I'm sorry. If the song works, we have to keep doing it. It's not superstitious. Like, there's no reason for Goblin Guides to flip us 2 lands unless I sing a song. It's magical. It's magic. We're playing Magic. There's no reason. What are the odds that that would have happened? 0. Exactly. See, Miller Time gets it. Miller Time, you understand. Miller Time gets it. Exactly. Don't mess around with the winnings. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. He is making plays. Stop doing that. Stop playing your whole hand. Ah, we're dead. Bushwhacker. Maybe I should have left up Vile Prodigy to counter something like this. Science rules. But it's not science. Yeah, we're in trouble. I have to do some blocking with this Prodigy. Alright, draw us a land, you're the Goblin Guide. No, it didn't work that time. I didn't mean it that time, though. I wasn't singing it with feeling. If I'd sung it with feeling, I think it would have worked. So we can actually kill the Experiment one here because it doesn't have 2 counters. It won't regenerate. So that seems worth. And I like taking down, not the Goblin Guides. They could draw us more cards. This is just a 2-1 after it does its shenanigans. I like going after the Burning Tree. And then block a Goblin Guide. Take 5. Yeah, I definitely have to block Experiment 1. He's going to scoop to a Master. Don't block. He'll scoop to Master. Well, how much damage would that be if we just tried to Master next turn? Hang on, hold up. That's greedy, though, but how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? That's too much. He could have Burn. You like just taking the 8 and then slamming Master? I guess we do have Spellskite. That's really greedy, though. We're actually taking more, because this is a Misty, and I'll have to get basic Island. So we're actually taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We go to 4 if I do that. It's not a good line, says Chip. Most Zoo decks don't play much. Just take 8 and keep Void. Okay, yeah, why don't we at least eat the Experiment one? Go for the greed?